I keep picturing all these little kids playing some game in this big field of Ryanall. Thousands of little kids and nobody's around. Nobody big, I mean, except me. And I'm standing on the edge of some crazy cliff. What I have to do, I have to catch everybody if they start to go over the cliff. I mean, if they're running and they don't look where they are going, I have to come out from somewhere and catch them. That's all I do all day. I just be the catcher in the Ryanall. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing I'd really like to be. They kicked me out. I wasn't supposed to come back after Christmas vacation on account of I was flunking 4 subjects and not applying myself at all. They gave me frequent warnings to start applying myself, especially around midterms, when my parents came up for a conference with old Thermer, but I didn't do it. So I got the axe. They gave guys the axe quite frequently at Pensy. It has a very good academic rating, Pensy, it really does. So I left that phony place for good. Sally?
Yes, who is this?
Holden Coffee, how are you?
Hi, Holden. I'm alright. How are you?
Swell.
Listen, I was wondering if you were busy today. It's Sunday, but there's always 1 or 2 plays going on Sunday. Would you care to go? Grand. If there's one word I hate, it's grand. It's so phony. For a second, I was tempted to tell her to forget about the play, but we chewed the fat for a while, and I told her to meet me at 2 o'clock and not to be late, because the show probably started at 2:30. She was always late. Then I hung up. She gave me a real pain in the ass, but she was very good looking.
Holden, it's marvelous to see you. It's been ages.
Swell to see you too. How are you anyway?
Absolutely marvelous. Am I late?
I told her no, but she was about 10 minutes late. I didn't give a damn though. We decided to catch a cab. I told her I loved her and all in the car. It was a lie, of course, but the thing is, I meant it when I said it. I'm crazy. I swear to God I am. The show wasn't as bad as some I've seen. It was on the crappy side, though. I sort of hated old Sally by the time we got into the cab after the show, after leaving all that phoniness. But then she said,
I have a marvelous idea. You don't have to be home in time for dinner, right? Do you want to go out to dinner?
"You mean right now?"
Just for an hour or so? Don't you want to? If you don't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. Sure, if you want to.
Do you mean it? If you don't mean it, don't say it.
I knew that she cared. We decided to go to a bar, and I gave her a cigarette. She wasn't looking too happy. Then I sort of started lighting matches. I do that quite often when I'm in a certain mood, when I'm nervous. I let them burn until I can't hold them anymore. Then I drop them in the ashtray. All of a sudden, I quit lighting matches and sort of leaned nearer to her over the table. I had a lot of topics on my mind. Hey, Sally,
What?
do you ever get just sick of it? Do you ever get fed up with everything? I mean, not just with school, but like people too.
It's a terrific bore.
I mean, do you hate it? I know it's a terrific board, but do you hate it? That's what I mean.
I don't exactly hate it. You always have to...
Well, I hate it. Boy, do I hate it. But isn't that just that? It's everything. It's living here in New York and all. There's always drivers and yelling and people introducing you to phony guys and always being inside instead of outside and...
Don't shout, please.
That's funny. I'm not even shouting. Take cars. Take most people. Most people care about the cars that they really like. If they get a dent, a scratch on the car, how many miles per gallon they get. I don't even like old cars. If anything, I just want a goddamn horse. They're at least human. A horse you can You can at least...
I don't know what you're even talking about. You jumped from one.
You know something? You're probably the only reason I'm in New York City right now, or anywhere. I'd probably be living in the woods if it weren't for you.
That's sweet.
I could tell she wanted me to switch the topic. You ought to go to a boys' school sometime. Try it sometime. It's full of phonies, and all you do is study to be smart enough so someday you can buy a Cadillac. All they talk about is if the football team wins or loses, and girls and sex and liquor, and everybody is in cliques. Nobody there is real, and all of them is...
Now listen, lots of boys get more out of school than that.
I agree. Some do, but that's all I get out of it. See, that's my point. That's exactly my goddamn point. I don't get anything out of anything. I'm in bad shape. I'm in lousy shape.
You certainly are.
Then all of a sudden, I got this idea. Look, here's my idea. How would you like to get the hell out of here? Here's my idea. I know a guy in the Greenwich Village whose car we can borrow. We could drive up to Massachusetts and Vermont tomorrow morning and look at everything all around. I have about $180 in the bank. I could get that. Get that guy's car, drive on up, and live in the woods where I could get a job. And we could rent a house till the dough runs out. And when it gets cold during the winter, I can chop some wood for ourselves. What'd you say? Come on. What'd you say? Come on.
You can't just do something like that. Stop screaming at me, please.
That was crap. I wasn't even screaming at her. Why can't you? Why not?
Because you can't, that's all. We're practically children. And did you ever think about what would happen if you couldn't get a job? We'd starve to death. It's too fantastic.
It isn't fantastic. I'd get a job. You wouldn't have to worry. You wouldn't have to worry. What's the matter? Don't you want to go with me? Say so if you don't.
It isn't that. It's not that at all. We'd have plenty of time to do these things after college and all. There'd be oodles of marvelous places to go.
No, there wouldn't be. It'd be entirely different.
What? I can't hear you. 1 minute you scream at me, and the next...
I said no! There wouldn't be marvelous places to go after college. Open your eyes. There'd be so many people, responsibilities, places, needs holding us back. There would be too many things to do. It wouldn't be the same at all. You don't see what I mean at all.
Maybe I don't. Maybe you don't either.
We both hate each other's guts by that time. There wasn't any sense in trying to have an intelligent conversation. I was sorry as hell for starting it. Come on, let's just get out of here. You're giving me a royal pain in the ass if you want to know the truth. She hit the ceiling when I said that. I know I shouldn't have, and I wouldn't have normally, but she was depressing the hell out of me. I apologized like a madman, but she wouldn't accept my apology. She was even crying, which scared me, as I was scared that she'd tell her father because I called her a pain in the ass. He didn't like me, and told old Sally once I was too noisy. Come on, I'll take you home, no kidding.
I can go home by myself, thank you. If you think I'd let you take me home, you're mad. No boy has ever said that to me in my entire life.
The whole thing was sort of funny in a way, if you thought about it. And then all of a sudden, I did something I shouldn't have. I started to laugh. And I have one of those very loud, stupid laughs. I mean, if I sat by myself in a movie, I'd probably lean over and tell myself to shut up. And that made old Sally madder than ever. I tried to keep around and kept apologizing to her, but she just kept telling me to go away. So I finally did, and left her alone. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I was goddamn fed up then. If you want to know the truth, I don't know why I said that to her. I wouldn't have gone up to Vermont or Massachusetts if she'd wanted to. She wasn't somebody to go with. The terrible part, though, is that I meant it when I asked her. That's the terrible part. I swear to God, I'm a madman.
Is my middle name.
It's a lie, of course, but the thing is I meant it when I said it. I'm crazy. I swear to God, I am.
Meredith is talking.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Minecraft.
I love my dog so much.
Minecraft pig.
You said Minecraft.
all you do is study so you can be smart enough to buy a Cadillac someday. All they talk about is if the football team.
If he calls you just so we can have the sound effect of the ringing. Is that okay with you?
Needs a loud ringing.
You don't have to say anything, okay?
I really don't like this.
Okay, I'll call you in like 5 minutes probably. Liam's sick. That's funny. I'm scared of my granola.
Meredith, why do you have so many granola bars?
Dan gave me all his granola bars because
Where are my Berks?
Classic.
Final words.
Guys, that's a wrap on filming day 2. Sophie's walking away. Get a video of Sophie running away. She's running away. We got Meredith in her car. She kicked us all out. We got Miranda filming. This was. We had a lot of fun. Mel, feel better. Never forget. You're a real one. And yeah, day 2, we're wrapped.
Bee.